Fundacion Denis, Ernesto, Gonzales, Lopez is based in Matagalpa, a major city northeast of Managua, Nicaragua. It is an agricultural center with coffee as the primary crop. The government of Nicaragua and the Department of Matagalpa provide school buildings and a minimal number of teachers, but virtually no school supplies, books, or teaching aids. FDEGL provides support to the rural schools in the mountains east of Matagalpa. These are only accessible by rough dirt roads. There is no public transportation, and the drive to the schools is 1 to 1.5 hours. Sometimes the roads are not passable in the rainy season. Many schools are only accessible with four-wheel drive vehicles. The first school we visited was Elhorno No. 2. We were enthusiastically greeted by the teachers, students, and some of their parents. Elhorno No. 2 has 146 students in grades 1 through 6 with 4 teachers. They also have 20 preschool children with 1 teacher. There are 3 classroom buildings of block construction with open sides and metal roofs. Plastic roofing sheets serve as skylights. There is electricity, but little or no lighting in any of the rooms. There are restrooms with running water that they call latrines. The students wore their best clothes and entertained us with dances. FDEGL supplies food to the schools, so the children get a hot lunch every day. This is a strong incentive for parents and children. Lunch was rice, vegetables, with a few pieces of chicken, and lemonade. The preschoolers have very few teaching aids and only a few stuffed animals to play with. Even the basic school supplies are very limited, so FDEGL supplies much of what they have and uses part of our contributions for this purpose. The second school visited was Samulali, again accessible only by a rough mountain dirt road. Many of the local people worked on the coffee plantations. However, the coffee market has been severely depressed for a number of years, so they have had to learn subsistence farming in order to feed their families. FDEGL provides instruction, tools, and seeds to them with funds from other sources. Samulali School has 467 students, so they attend school in 2 sessions. There are 37 preschool children that go to the morning session. There are 14 teachers and a coordinator. This school has a very active parent advisory board. Again, the buildings are a block construction. Most of the teaching aids are made by hand and are in very short supply. The toilets for the school are just outhouses near the buildings with a spigot nearby for drinking water and washing hands. The people in the mountains live a very simple life in shacks that they build from local materials. Few have electricity or running water and must use outhouses or latrines. The last school we visited was Ladalia. To get to the school, you have to ford a small river that is impassable in heavy rain. They built a footbridge across the river consisting of 2 logs with a piece of barbed wire as a hand support. One building is in serious need of repair. The roof leaks and the students must move their desks and chairs to avoid getting wet when it rains. Again, we were enthusiastically greeted by the students, teachers, and parents. The students performed a native dance for us in rented costumes. One of the fathers played guitar and the children sang. The teachers and parents praised the work of FDEGL and thanked us for visiting. We had the honor of giving backpacks to some of the outstanding students. Lunch was cooked in a primitive kitchen building over a wood fire. The meal was rice, carrots, and chicken with lemonade to drink. When we left, we gave several of the parents and children a ride in the back of the pickup truck so they didn't have to walk the several miles home. FDEGL needs our help with funding for school supplies, books, teaching aids, backpacks, and food for lunches. Also, the only way the students can go to high school when they finish the 6th grade is to ride a rural bus that they must pay for. With our help, FDEGL hopes to break the cycle of poverty by providing for the needs of the students to complete schooling through high school, enabling them to get a job in Matagalpa or some of the other towns in the mountains.
Bye. Bye. Okay.